Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we'll be breaking down the Alex story trailer, the World Tour trailer. Normally I just wait until the gameplay trailers drop and then I'll react to those because it has a huge chunk of the moveset, and even if it doesn't, either the PlayStation blog or the Steam blog will back us up. The reason why I don't want to do story trailers is because these are primarily World Tour cutscenes that get uploaded as teasers, and they're usually isn't much to go off of. Like, there's not much info to gather. It's like a character does a thing or they look cool. I mean, you cannot really gather much of their moveset through that very limiting cinematic or that introduction. However, with the Alex teaser, there is some stuff. And also, I have not made a video in a while, so I want to make extra content. That is the ulterior motive. Okay, let's just let the trailer play.
This is the main event here at Tiger Stadium. Our first fighter is this man, Chun-Li. And his opponent, the Dark Devil himself, the man with no allies. The mighty Titan is on the move. Can the Devil himself survive this oncoming onslaught? Complete disrespect from the challenger. What a heartless humanoid.
Shut up! They already rang the bell.
Oh, no mercy at all. No wonder he has no ally. Now the hometown hero gets tucked into bed in the middle of Hager Stadium.
Is it over already? What are you doing? Too easy. Just the best this city has. Nothing but chumps around here.
The New York accent is coming through and it's great. Alex actually does some fighting, even though it's against a fodder. It gives us a glimpse into some of his moves. Some are the usual suspect, the things you expect Alex to have in a Street Fighter game or a Capcom game, while others are surprise inclusions, right? So starting off with a drop kick, that is a jump heavy kick. Andori tries to grab him. He gets hit by Air Stampede, which is a charge move. Hold down and then up and kick. In Street Fighter 3, this was his only down charge move. In Street Fighter 5, he had two of them, Air Headbutt and Air Stampede. However, because of what we're about to see in a bit, and the modern control philosophy, he'll very likely go back to only having one charge move. So Air Headbutt makes Air Stampede like a 50-50 move. Alex jumps high and he either stomps you or he grabs you. However, the fact that Alex walks up to the opponent and headbutts him means he'll probably not have it, because this specific version of headbutt is the Street Fighter 3 command normal. Walk up to the opponent while they're not back turned and then press back heavy punch. So this is flash chop. He just chops the opponent. Combos from lights, combo from lights, medium combo from mediums. The heavy is a lot difficult to combo into. In Street Fighter 5, the only normal that can is the forward heavy punch command normal. If you land the heavy version, you can get a back turn, a hit effect that only activates on hit, not on block, where the opponent's back is turned very briefly, and so when you perform certain button presses or certain commands while the opponent is back turned, you'll get a different attack than if they were not back turned. Alex has a command grab called Power Bomb. It does not occur if the opponent is back turned. When they're back turned, you get Power Backdrop instead. Air Knee Smash, Alex anti-air knee. It is not a DP despite the use of a Z input. They could make it one in Street Fighter 6, but they probably won't. This is stand heavy kick. It is a very strong crush button. So Alex has two crush buttons, a forward heavy punch and stand heavy kick. Stand heavy kick is very dangerous to use because it's unsafe, but if you land the crush counter, the opponent will be crumpled, it does a lot of damage, and you can get strong follow-ups from it. Trying to fish for a crush counter with a really unsafe move may sound dumb, but Alex has like a limited buff in Street Fighter 5 that makes it so that any hit, any one hit is a counter hit regardless of the circumstances. So like if the opponent's stunned in the corner, they're dizzy, they cannot move, they're not doing anything, you can pop the buff, and so heavy kick becomes the crush version, allowing you to get crush in situations where you should not get a counter hit. Really powerful stuff. Scoops up the opponent, power bomb. If the opponent is back turned, you get power backdrop instead. And then one last move. This is sleeper hold. So earlier, headbutt was back heavy punch. Sleeper hold is back heavy punch when you're back turned. Alex just chokes you out. That's how it was in Street Fighter 3. Just a meterless like choke you out after back turn, you do damage. In Street Fighter 5, it was a V trigger. So the normal V trigger 2 is DDT. Press heavy punch, heavy kick, you'll just leap towards the opponent and do a DDT. But when your opponent is back turn, like when you land heavy flash chop and you press down heavy punch, heavy kick, you can perform sleeper hold, which does like a good amount of extra damage. It costing resources to do in Street Fighter 5, and this being Alex's finishing move in the wrestling ring in Street Fighter 6, is it possible that it has something to do with his Super 2? Super 2 highlights some of the characters, characteristics, or a character's iconic gimmick is locked behind Super 2. Alex has backturn stuff in a good chunk of his kit in both games, so I would not be surprised if like sleeper hold isn't even a level 3 despite being the finishing move, but is a Super 2, which is enhanced by landing it with flash chop. So that's it for Alex. He's releasing spring 2026, and people were disappointed by that. Capcom a while back sent out was it 5 or 6 million copies sold commemorative press release to the media, and they accidentally said Alex is releasing in winter. They later sent out a correction saying it's actually early spring, and people were disappointed by that. Now, understandably, like on one hand, they should handle character releases better because there was only a month between Sagat and Sea Viper, and then it's been like a wasteland since. Like they should space out the characters better. On the other hand, last year when they dropped Mai, right here, they said February 5th. That is literally a month. They literally dropped the #1 character in the game 1 month before the $1 million tournament. If Alex is ass, he's ass. If Alex is good, people asking for him to release in the winter is asking for this to repeat again. Hell, we can wait a month. We can wait 2 months. People asking for Alex to drop during, like, right before Capcom Cup is seriously asking to add a gimmick grappler a month before Capcom Cup. There's no way they're gonna do that. If they do that, I might spend $40. I'm not spending $40 for Capcom Cup, not when the game is in this current state. But like, Capcom Cup's gonna be a circus if they add like a top tier Alex close to Capcom Cup, like they did with mine. That's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you like it, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a nice day.